So like just like the title says, the main point of this video is to understand why I specifically decided to drop Honkai Star Rail. So initially I started playing the game back when it had initially launched for the first 3 to 4 months, or maybe 3 to, you know what, I honestly don't know, whatever. As I got levels on level 60. Yeah, I'm on level, yeah. Well, it looks like, so I got to level 60, right? And that's about when I decided. My last banner that I did was the Kafka banner for the game. After that, I decided to quit the game, and and there are a lot of reasons behind it. Like I'll be delving into most of those reasons right now in this video. So let's get into it. So back to this. So now you see the issue with me in this game was that I wasn't really like the game initially started out great, and the game was good and everything. It had a the music was incredible. The story was even better. But the main issue with is that I was enjoying the game in the starting. But it's a gacha game. Well, so obviously it already had it needed some gripping mechanic to capture you, to help you stay in the game, right? Which is end game coming from a previous miHoYo game was Genshin, which when I played till AR 57, 58, played it for a while, dropped that as well. But look, Genshin had its own issue. Genshin's main thing was just too much open world for me. But it seemed like so good, right? Had amazing graphics as expected, beautiful characters, classic characters from the Honkai Impact as well made a return. Not initially their original selves from there, but yeah, I played him quite a bit. So I initially re-downloaded this game 5% for this video and 95% to get Sparkle. I failed. I was on a 50-50 and I got Welt. But yeah, so that also equates to why I decided to make this video. So right, so you're playing this game. It has everything. Starts out great, great game, great stuff. But then the game has some of the same fatal flaws that really kills it off for games like a lot of Genshin players. And that's the farming in this game. Yeah, the thing about a gacha game is right that obviously you're supposed to farm, but at the same time you should have the ability to extremely fast farm quickly. I'm like, for example, I'm not the only reason this farm is going so fast because I'm using my friend's, what's that character that what's her name? Yeah, can't remember her name. The purple hair girl in this team, the one who's doing all the damage. Yeah, Dark Star is it? No, probably not. Whatever. She's like the main outlook of why I decided why this I'm farming so quickly here. And even then, this is still a chore, right? Like starting the game, you focus on the story, you play the story, you progress the story, the main another issue about these games is the goddamn dialogues. There's just so much fucking dialogues. Like, okay, the story is good, but unnecessary dialogues a lot. And then fuck the events though. The events even have like days worth of dialogues in them. You read, and there's no skip function. There should be a skip button to skip event stories, if not just main storylines. It's insane that watch you have to watch the main storyline as well. Not main, I mean like the event storyline as well. You can't skip that. So there's an auto. The thing what makes this less miserable in Genshin is that there's an autoplay feature like the one you see right here. I mean, look at these ultimate animations. They're goddamn spectacular. Like, there's a lot to like in this game, you know? I'm not trying to diss on anyone for who plays it. It's a good game. But I'm talking about why specifically for me. Like, okay, the main thing, no sweep function. Without a sweeps function, I believe it is very necessary for gacha games to implement sweeps functions. One that perfectly implements this is Blue Archive and Path to Nowhere. Path to Nowhere sweep function is just bliss. It's super fast, super smooth. You just click, you choose the number of times, you go boom, done. And it's the same. It's a similar case in Blue Archive, even though Blue Archive has that whole choose the map, walk around the mad combat thing that I hate as well. But yeah, anyway, coming back to this one, no sweep function. So now your grind that you have to do for the artifacts, right? Which is the main pain that this game has, and this is also the main setback of why this game is such a pain to play, which is the artifacts, right? Reaching to level 60, doing some artifact grind, but not much. My best character is Sealer, right? And she's not even that good to be honest. Like, let's look at her stats. We have crit damage 33%, crit rate, and 77 crit damage. Pretty bad, right? And and I had to settle for these because like you have to consistently farm to get artifacts. I mean, let's just go through my artifacts, right? You have this HP stat that has crit. You can see it's on 12 plus, and I only like hit crit. I don't even think so. I even hit. I hit crit probably once, or didn't hit it at all. You have this one, and this one didn't even get any of that, right? But I had to use it because my alternate was this. And then you have this. With this is a few now. Look now, effect hit. This is crit rate, which is I think how you were supposed to build her. I can't remember much about how you were supposed to build her, but look, as you can see. There's a speed one, nothing, but there's this effect hit rate one that has a bunch of good stats, but I'm not sure if you want a main stat to be effect hit rate. And then now speed, obviously for feat speed, I know is 100% necessary, right? You have defense, attack, HP, defense, right? And I've used up a bunch of gold pieces to farm because I smash gold pieces in because I need to level up fast. I can't just wait. And that's why level 15, and you can see the horrible semi stats. Similar issue here. You have attack. Barely anything. You do plus and I could barely get one of these. Hurt us space station. Hurt us at wandering track. Space station. Right. So this is my best character right now. Right. Then you have. I get Jabbar of these since you have to just build and focus on defense. But yeah, you have all these characters. Right. Amazing art style. Amazing characters with amazing dialogues. You have these incredible voices. Right, even the game's UI is absolutely amazing with this whole phone system. I even noticed that, and then in the graphics quality and everything. No one F 20 FPS support still allures me on PC. Like why no? Then you have obviously the battle pass system, which is a buck for value compared to all other microtransactions in the game. You know, it at least helps you somewhat in the game. And then you have obviously the welcome moon. All of these things, normal things that you saw in Genting games and all decent things. But it's the lack of a sweep system in a game that relies on a what would we call a gacha system for its artifacts, right? For the relics in this game to get them. Like let's see, how do you check where nameless on? No, that's a industrial guide. Here we are. Yeah. Let's say that I want to farm some relics, right? Honestly, they did the daily system good though. At first, initially, it used to be much of a chore to complete it, but now it gets done in like 5 minutes max daily. So that's one good thing that they implement. They made up the daily system for us, and then the dispatch system claim is also pretty nice. You can claim faster. So they have changed. They have done some quality changes, to which I've noticed since I came back. So right now there's a double rate going. So if you're looking to come back, you can come back and make use of double. And they were good. There were a good amount of returning rewards. And I also came back at time when they were giving off a bunch of rewards. I failed to get Sparkle, as I told you before. But yeah, now let's say that we want the genius of Brilliant Star set, right? So what we do is we hit teleport. Once you unlock the teleport points, you're just hitting teleport gain there, right? You hit challenge. You add your OP friend for support. Black Swan, huh? And then you hit challenge, right? Notice I have a lot of reserve. stamina sitting because I haven't played the game in a long time. But initially, what do you get? What do you get? 160, 180 a day? That's how much. It costs is 40. For my math is about like 4 times a day. Yeah, no. Yeah, basically 4 times a day. You let it reload, maybe you can get 5, 6. I'm not sure how fast the stamina regens in this game. We have a lot of reserves. Stamina. Let me just start this and we get back to it. So like I said, like when you're making a game like this, you need a sweep system because you want to get good relics, right? Otherwise, you're just stuck in this endless grind of trying to get good relics consistently, failing and failing. Because the rate to get relics is probably worse than the rate to get characters because no one's going to monitor the rate of a game of something that there has no in-app purchase. Just you can just use relics by just farming the fuck out of it. That was the main reason why I quit Genshin, right? The relic farming was cancerous, and I also thought character farming was cancerous, going up, taking forever to climb mountains just to find one fucking flower, and then roaming around areas and getting flowers or whatever whack you had to find in that game to be able to level up character. And this one's a little easier, that you can just zip zap location and hit it like this and get a bunch of items that you need. So it's not the worst thing, unlike in Genshin, where you and also the auto mode helps a lot. So you can just have this playing on the side, farming, and while you watch a show or maybe, even though honestly we can barely pay attention with how quickly this stuff finishes because you can only do like 60 at a time, which is also stupid. Why can't I just use up all my well, stamina at the same time? Why do I have to wait? No. Let's look at the new artifacts we got, right? We want since we want to use the set on her, right? We want to play like we want to replace this. So we got this one. HP defense break effect. Useless. Useless. We got a new hand. Then has one crit damage. But you know what? Since this is also we're just gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch to this one and we're going to weird. Oh yeah. You know what, I got confused there. We're gonna put this into that. Remember, we're not trying to minimax. We're just trying to get knowledge on how and why the game does it, right? Where's level at level 15 on golden one. Why isn't it not why is it showing me all the blue stuff? Whatever, man. Let's just get out with this item to level. Is there some auto button? Jesus. Uh, level 11. What do we get? We got one hit on. You know what? This one actually ended up being a little decent. Look at that. Let's keep putting. Let's see how much. You know, we got hidden speed. I mean, not the worst, I'll say. We're maxed out at level 15 now. It's an improvement over this one, though, that's for sure. So let's see what we got. We didn't get any of these pieces, and we got another useless HP piece of here. And now look, I use the reserve stamina, right? When realistically, we would be out of stamina for the day now. And you can see we got lucky, we got one good piece, but the rest pieces were all trash. So obviously now we'll come the next day, we'll sit down, put it on there, wait there, and we'll see trash again. But if we just and then you just do it consistently, and you at one point you just get tired because you've been given such you have to sit there, you have to watch the game, just do the same shit over and over again for what? For nothing. So what happens here is that one point you finally decide, yeah, that's enough. I'll quit. I can't play it anymore of this game, and you quit the game. And boom, that's it, right? Because you just don't want to continuously farm again and again, over and over and over, because it just gets tedious with all the other things that you do in the game, right? One, the unending amount of dialogues, the the events with too much dialogue as well, and the events are rather long, to be honest. Need to be and and then the gacha. I mean, the gacha system is better than a lot of gacha systems out there, but honestly, it's you have to really play in the game to actually be able to hit pity. You can't just keep farming dailies and expect that you'll eventually hit a pity. Like you can, but again, honestly, the miHoYo games have never been generous to me either. I've always had to go up till the final pity 80 plus 75. With soft pity, I rarely get a soft. I have to usually go till 80s to get the corrector. And it was sad that I lost the 50-50 because I hadn't lost the 50-50 yet. And the time I wanted, oh, Sparkle the game like no. Uta was my favorite character back in Genshin, so I thought Sparkle reminded me of her. I was like, might as well get her. Play nothing else. Oh yeah, let's look at the returnee system though here. You get 7 day check-in, which gives you about 300 gems. I don't know what is it with miHoYo and 300 gems, and then 200 from here you get. Then you get this. You also get a memo keeping light casket, which will give you a light cone of 4-star one. And then everything is on double right now for you. And then you also get this invitation code thing that you can give, and you can get if someone uses the implement code, then they can get 60. And then all you have to do is just join the Discord server, implement the code there, and you'll get 60 as well. Right, so that's the main. This is the whole of the tutorial now. So let's see in total how many gems can we get? 300, 200, 500, and 60. So 560 gems. I can't remember there was any initial gift for gems, but yeah. Basically, you can make 550 gems, right? And these are all the events. I haven't really touched them yet since I just recently downloaded the game. I did end up finishing the 2 trials for the gems. Some quick gems and this and this. Yeah, look, all lens. Oh yeah, simulated universe. Oh, simulated universe as well. Honestly, simulated universe is it's like it's way too fucking long, and the fact that you have to do this entire mini fights again every fucking week, even if you have to do it like once, it's just time consuming, and it just gets ridiculous after at a point when you have to keep doing it over and over again, right? What is this? Oh yeah, this and right, because you have simulated universe takes a good chunk of time to do in a day, right? Depending on how good you are. If you're a new player, it's gonna take you a lot longer. If you're an old player and you have really good strong units, probably won't take you more than 15 to 10 minutes. But if you're new, it could take you like a 30 minutes or even 40 minutes a day, which in the grand scheme of things is fine for the first week. But like let's say you can take it off, but the longer you play, the more tedious it gets, right? And maybe you don't like to spend too much time on farming, doing the horrible relic farming in this game, and rather just wants to enjoy it, but also need the gems from simulated universe. Boom, another issue. There you go, another issue now. Can you're having issue gain gem because you're having issue. This reserve system is good though, you know. Oh yeah, you get 100 when you return. That's the gift. So 660 gems is the total you get coming back to the game, and then your reserve power, which obviously is good for coming back and getting right back into the farm, which is what they want you to do. But yeah, so you have that reserve system on it. And like the story is good. I like the first part, but the first part of the story and the icy place, but then the second one, yeah, it's just okay with the Den Hang story arc. Then you have amazing characters like Kafka that literally are just carries for this game. I also really like Sushang, like her design, very nice, very good design. Sele's design is also very good compared to her Honkai design, and then you have Jeopard, nice male characters in the game, and you have Bronya, who also has another, like obviously design wise, These are amazing character models, right? Not much not much different, but that's just the miHoYo style. It's right. It's just their style. So you hit, level farming. It was actually easier to level up in this game than it was in Genshin, which was nice. But yeah, like you have all this stuff of this insane game with so many tedious tasks, and that you the fact that you have to do it all, like most of it is done manually. You have to go there, do this, look at the relics, equip the relics, decide see how terrible relics you get disappointed, r- rinse, repeat. It's for me, like having a sweep system, I can in a gacha game is extremely important, especially nowadays with how much with how much of a more, what do you call it, shorts type of generation we're becoming, right? We want quick, easy, digestible content, hungry content, like, and I feel like and I feel like gacha games can really benefit from a nicely implemented sweep system. If they don't even have to implement it, they just have to implement it in Artica, in all these farming type of places, right? You just end up you hit sweep, you get done, you get your rewards, boom, you're done. Like, I'm not sure why they don't want to do it. Like, maybe they think this will keep the player base in the game for longer, and maybe make the farming more tedious. But it's the same thing, right? You sit, you watch 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay of your finishing your Trailblaze power, and you end up with the same result. Even if you just slide, hit number of times you want and hit sweep, you end up with the same result. So I just don't understand the logic to not add a sweep system in this game. It would have made character farming, and everything so much easier. Like in Path to Nowhere, I have never had an issue leveling up. It takes long time to level your characters there as well with all the resources you need. But the fact that I have a sweep system in the game, and that once I've played, you'll automatically start leveling as you play through the game, the areas for to use the sweep. Everything is sweepable in that game besides what's it called, BFL. But other than that, the game is entire. Even there's so the game implemented it continues to implement sweeps in even more places, like a simple click of the button. And then you have games like Omni Heroes that even made the AFK arenas. It's an AFK game, so obviously sweep. But every fucking gacha game is an AFK game at a certain point, so they all need a sweep system. And that is literally one of the, like, probably 90% of why I couldn't play this game after consistently playing it for 3 months and doing the shit. And that back then the daily system wasn't even good. It used to take a good amount of traveling and shit to do. Like you go talk to this guy over there, do solve this useless math puzzle. Like I want days in and out, right? It's a fucking daily system. It's already a chore to log in every day. You know what they say? When the game starts feeling like a job, it's no point of continuing that game anymore. And that's why this game was just not worth continuing for me, and why I decided to leave it. There's like nothing wrong with the game in itself. In itself, it's an amazing game. If you just want to play for the story, which I'll probably do. Maybe I'll stream it as well. So if you want to watch that, stick around when we stream the story from where we left off, which is desolate depths of despair head to the. I'm not even gonna read that. So we'll be doing that as well. We'll see if I can if they can actually make me a full returnee, or if I have to ditch the game again. And then that we'll be covering much other gacha content. Also be making a video on Path to Nowhere and stuff like that. But yeah, the game it's like it's another miHoYo game, right? But better.